Some time ago, I had what I believe was a vision, and in this vision, I was standing on a path. I had a sword in my hands that was almost as tall as I was, and the church was walking toward me. This was not just a local body of believers, but the Big C Church. I took the sword in my hands and I plunged it into the path, and as I did, the path split in two. The church now had to choose which path to take. My perception was that Jesus was on one path, and those who chose that path would choose to follow him. Those who chose the other path were choosing a mixture of the world and the church while professing Christianity. Then what it looked like to me was those who chose to follow Jesus were attempting to hold hands with those they loved who had chosen the other path. But the paths were growing further and further apart, and it was becoming more and more difficult. These were family members and friends that are dearly loved, very close to our hearts. It became more and more evident that the Christ followers, if they were to continue to follow Christ, had to let go of the hands of the people on the other path. Intimate fellowship with those who chose mixture was no longer an option if Christ followers were to continue to follow Jesus. The brokenheartedness that I was experiencing 2 Sundays ago was, I believe, God allowing me to feel what God's people are experiencing, a deep sorrow over the choice that some family members and friends have made to take a different path. There's a tearing away happening in the Big C Church today, I believe. And though this is excruciating, it's necessary for the Christ followers to step into their promised land. This is where the kingdom power and authority will return to the remnant. And those who are crossing over are going to live sanctified lives. It's here where we'll experience a book of Acts type of reality, where the power of God is going to return to the remnant. Amos 3:3 says, "Can two people walk together without agreeing on the direction?" And that's my perception of what God is saying to the remnant today.